Hey, welcome back to the show. This is Jason Wright's AI voice clone here. Hope you're doing well today. And just to say it again, yes, this is AI. That's intentional. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm more interested in showing what this technology can actually do when it's used the right way. And like I mentioned last time, you'll be hearing a co-host join me soon. We'll turn some of these ideas into real conversations instead of just solo thoughts. All right, today I want to talk about reasoning models and why this feels like a real shift beyond basic chat. For a long time, most language models worked the same way. They were really good at guessing the next word. That's not an insult. That's just how they were designed. You'd ask a question, and the model would predict a response based on patterns it had seen before. Sometimes that worked great. Sometimes not so much. Reasoning models are different. Instead of just responding, they actually work through a problem. They break it into steps. They think through trade-offs. They can even critique their own answers and adjust before giving you something final. That's a big deal, because suddenly you're not just talking to a chatbot. You're working with something that can help you think. You're seeing this show up clearly now with models like DeepSeek R1 and others that are built specifically for reasoning. And what's interesting is how accessible this is becoming. Strong reasoning, lower cost, multilingual, open source, pushing things forward fast. That combination changes who gets access. From a practical standpoint, you don't have to overcomplicate this. You can start by changing how you ask questions. Instead of just asking for an answer, you ask the model to walk through its thinking, to explain how it got there, to consider alternatives. Even better, you can use models that are designed to reason natively through APIs and tools you're already using. And here's where this gets really useful for entrepreneurs. Decision-making, pricing, risk, product direction. You can feed a model your constraints, your assumptions, and your options and let it reason through the decision with you. Not replacing your judgment, but sharpening it. It's faster than spreadsheets and usually more structured than gut instinct. One thing I'd suggest is keeping this intentional. Pick one decision a week that actually matters. Run it through a reasoning model. See where it agrees with you. See where it pushes back. Over time, you'll start to notice how accurate and helpful that process becomes. Reasoning isn't magic. It's structured thinking at scale. And once you experience that shift, it's hard to go back to basic chat. Next episode, I want to talk about how people are starting to use AI as their first stop for search instead of Google, and why that matters more than most businesses realize. If you're listening to this podcast and you like what you hear, and you're curious about doing something similar for your own business or your own brand, it's simple. Go to intentionallyinspirational.com, click the blue button, and book a call with the human version of Jason. We'll talk through what it would actually look like to launch your own AI-hosted podcast, what's involved behind the scenes, and whether it even makes sense for your business right now. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay curious.